Each year on October 31st, millions of people from all around the world dress up in costumes, go trick-or-treating, and carve pumpkins to celebrate a holiday rooted in traditions that originated over 2,000 years ago. What appears to be a fun and modern holiday is actually deeply connected to ancient beliefs and still holds cultural significance today. Halloween originated from ancient traditions and has evolved over time into a holiday that reflects both historical and modern cultural values. Today, I will first be explaining the ancient origins of Halloween. Second, I will be describing how that holiday has evolved over time. And lastly, I will discuss the cultural significance and effects of Halloween today. And to understand Halloween, we need to look at its origins and where it began. According to History.com, last accessed April 24th, 2026, Samhain marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. The Celts celebrated Samhain over 2,000 years ago in parts of the world that are now Ireland, Scotland, and northern parts of France. People believed that the boundary between the living and the dead was blurred and that spirits could return. And because winter was always associated with death and hardship, people really feared these spirits and believed that supernatural activity was the strongest on the night of Samhain. People would light large bonfires and wear animal skins and heads to protect themselves from wandering spirits. Villagers would gather around these fires and burn crops and animals as sacrifices to appease the supernatural forces and ensure protection during the winter months. Offerings of food and drink were left outside to appease wandering souls and prevent spirits from causing trouble. As the years went on, these traditions began to blend with new religious and cultural influences. Halloween has become what it is today, partly due to the influence of Christian traditions. According to Britannica.com, last accessed April 24th, 2026, All Saints' Day was established on November 1st to honor Christian saints and martyrs. The night before became known as All Hallows' Eve, which was eventually shortened into what we know today as Halloween. And during the Middle Ages, people practiced souling, in which poor people would go door to door offering prayers to the dead in exchange for food. And many historians consider this an early influence on the modern day trick-or-treating. European immigrants brought Halloween traditions to the United States during the 1800s. In Europe, people originally carved turnips and potatoes, but they started using pumpkins in America because they were bigger and easier to carve. Trick-or-treating and pumpkin carving became especially popular during the 19th and 20th centuries as Halloween shifted from a spiritual holiday into a community celebration focused on children and entertainment rather than superstition. These historical influences have shaped how Halloween is celebrated and what it represents today. Halloween encourages creativity through costumes, decorations, and themed events. It brings communities together through traditions like pumpkin carving, trick-or-treating festivals, and neighborhood celebrations. According to the Smithsonian Magazine, last accessed April 24th, 2026, Halloween has shifted from a superstition-based holiday into one centered on community and entertainment activities, especially in the United States. It reflects modern values like social connection and creative self-expression through costumes, parties, and public events. Halloween has become a major holiday in which people spend money on candy, costumes, decorations, and movies each and every year. Halloween began as an ancient tradition that has evolved into a secular holiday, which still reflects its ancient roots. Today, we explored the ancient origins of Halloween, and then we looked at how it evolved through religious and cultural influences. And lastly, we discussed its significance and effects on modern society today. So the next time you carve a pumpkin or go trick-or-treating, just remember that you're taking part in a tradition that started more than 2 millennia ago.